Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today's our video topic is authentic Norway procedure for pharmacist entry. I will describe it from A to Z, from beginning to the end. Okay, so I will do my best to give authentic review and answer about it, because there are some consultants are making fake videos and trying to get money from you guys. So just for this I want to make a complete video, because there's nothing about consultant. There's a valid website and online procedure are for the Norway. So here is Mr. Najeeb with me for a QA session, and he's from Punjab, and he also applied for a Norway. And some of his friends are in Norway right now and working as a pharmacist and getting enough, very good money. And some are including, some are in, I think in visa procedure. So let's get started. How are you, Mr. Najeeb?
I'm fine, thank you so much.
Okay, let's get started now. Question number 1 is, can Pakistani citizen apply for Norway and from any province?
Yes, of course, any Pakistani citizen belonging to any province can apply for Norway, because the degree equivalence of that is required in Norway is exactly the same what Pakistani students have been taught here. So this is a huge opportunity for them, and no matter which province they belong, they can apply.
Is, what is the basic procedure for provinces and which document required for attestation? Can you please elaborate this question?
Okay, basically, first of all, what you need is, I will tell you about the basic requirement, all the basic documentation that is necessary to apply for Norway. And I will share one thing with you, that no matter which province do you belong, it doesn't matter, because the procedure is same. The procedure of attestation is same. The procedure of all the documents is 100% same. Now different boards take different time for the attestation, which is the first and basic step, but eventually the procedure is same. So I'll tell you the names of all the documents that are required. First of all, you need definitely your country CNIC ID. Then you need the metric, not only the transcript as well as the degree, FSC degree and transcript, university degree as well as transcript. So first of all, the basic documents that you need to apply for Norway is, first of all, the CNIC, your metric degree as well as transcript, your FSC degree as well as the transcript, your university degree and the transcript, your category from your category A, that one, and if you have renewed your category, that you need the renewal of category as well. While you apply for Norway, there will be a form. You have to download that form, and then you will sign it, and then you will also upload it on the website. Other than that, you need your work experience, the experience letter, which is minimum 6 months is necessary to apply for Norway.
Okay, the internship, if I have internship experience, then it is valid.
Obviously you can add your internship experience as well, but it is more preferable if you have more than 6 months experience after your degree has been completed, and you attach all the internship certificates as well while uploading. So it will be a strong, it will make your CV and will make your process more strong.
Okay. Next question is about, can you provide an example of the procedure in Punjab and Sindh, because you have described so many documents for attestation. So how these attestation, because there's a huge procedure. What I have learned, I have listened about, if you are in Punjab, then you have to first visit our CBI office and some sort of, please can you please describe it, Mr. Najeeb? I think I am wrong, not CBI.
It's IBCC. Okay,
yeah,
I'll explain the procedure. First of all, the first step, basic step, is you have to collect all these documents that I have already mentioned. After that, the first step is the attestation of the documents. Now, which documents needs to be attested? First of all, your metric degree.
I suppose I am from Punjab, then I'm from Punjab and from Sargodha University. I have educated, so I have these all documents. So, but right now I'm living in Lahore. So, what I have to do?
Okay, depends which board you have completed your matriculation degree. If you have completed your degree from Sargodha board, then you will take your original degree as well as the photocopier to that board. They will attest they will see the original document, and then.
Are you talking about PharmD?
No, I'm talking about the matriculation as well as FSC degree.
Okay.
Both metric and FSC degree, you have to take these degrees to the concerned boards, and you will take the original copy as well as the photocopy of the degree. They will see the original degree, and they will attest the photocopy of that degree if there is FSC as well as metric.
Okay.
Now they will put it into the sealed envelope, and you have to guide them that we have to present the documents to IBCC. So you will take that sealed envelope of both the metric degree as well as the FSC degree, and then you will take that sealed envelope to IBCC office that is in Lahore, in Islamabad, and in Karachi. These three cities, these IBCC offices are present. You can take these documents, that sealed envelope, to any of these departments, and when you will go to IBCC, they will take that sealed envelope along with your original documents of metric, degree, university degree, CNIC, and they will attest them and return them on the very next day. So it is the procedure of 1 day. They will completely attest the documentation of metric and degree. But before that, I have another suggestion. Before doing any attestation, you just have to make the portal on HEC website for degree attestation. Now that is a very lengthy procedure. It takes almost a month, maybe even more, and if you are lucky, that may take 2 to 3 weeks for the attestation of the university degree. So first make the portal on HEC, upload all the documents there, and request for degree attestation. When you will upload all documents on attestation, they will take almost 1 to 2 weeks. There is a waiting period, and in that duration, you can have your degree attestation of metric and FSC from IBCC. Now after the procedure of IBCC is done, you have to take all the documents, and after HEC will do the scrutiny, you will receive the mail from HEC that your degrees have been scrutinized. So you have to take the documents, or you have to TCS the documents to HEC head office, that is in Lahore. Then you will take the documents by hand or through TCS for attestation in HEC, and it will further take 2 to 3 weeks for attestation. After HEC has attested all your documents, which is basically the university degree and the transcript. So after HEC has attested,
so you mean our university degree will be attested by HEC?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
University as well.
And your metric and FSC
from
degree.
board.
No, your metric and FSC degree will be tested from the concerned boards, and then towards the IBCC. But your FSC degree, your university degree will only be tested from HEC.
Okay. Now I understand this. Okay. So these all are the procedure after attestation. I will upload this document on the website. Okay, we'll talk about it. What is the procedure for applying for a work permit after attestation? Because I have done all the next procedures.
After all the attestation has been done, I have told you all this. You must have all the necessary documents, the work experience, the transcript, the degrees, the CNIC. Okay, one thing I missed here, the most important step, that is the passport. While you are doing the procedure of attestation, you must have apply for the passport. If you have already the passport, then it's okay.
That's
you don't
have
the passport, then you must apply for the passport, and the passport procedure will take around 14 days for normal, and if it is urgent, it will take 10 days. So you must have a passport as well. So after you have completed all the procedure, the attestation, the next step is you have to upload these documents on the official website of Norway, which I think you will share on your feed as well.
Yes, I will share it.
And we will mention the link in the description. So you have to open that link. You have to make an account. Account making is very simple. You just need your name, email address, the phone number, and then after.
So applying for work permit, there's any other document applying for?
No, I have already told
attestation?
You. No, you can upload any certificate there. These are the basic documents that I have told you. Other than that, if you have.
And what about fees?
If you have internship certificates, I will tell you about that later.
Okay.
If you have internships certificates, you can add them. If you have work experience, you can add them. If you have Pharmacy Council good standing certificate, you can add them. If you have any good certificate from university, you can add any additional document you want.
Okay. Number 5 is how long does it take for a Norway to issue a work permit? There's a specific time period for it?
If you visit the official website of Norway, which we will mention in the description, the time was a couple of years ago. It was a very easy procedure and it took very less time. But now the time has been increased because there are lots of applicants from Pakistan. So they have increased the time duration, which is minimum of 11 months.
Okay, so now and previously
it was about 4 to 5 months.
So you mean in 11 months I will get my work permit if I applied, if I am valid for?
It is the estimated time, which is 11 months. It might take, you might be lucky, you might get this within a month, or you can, it may take more than 11 months.
Apply for a visa. I think you have mentioned earlier, no?
No, I haven't mentioned it. After you receive the work permit, that is usually 3 years of work permit. You will get the.
I think we all forgot to mention the fees required in work permit.
Okay, for the applying work permit, which is actually a authorization letter. For applying the authorization letter, you need 1365 krone, Norwegian krone, which you convert it to PKR is almost equal to 1 lakh rupees, maybe a little bit more because the currency is devalued in these days. So Norwegian currency, it's 1365 krones.
Okay,
so after you get the work permit, you can apply for visa within 3 years because that is permit is valid for 3 years. So you can apply within 3. You can apply right away, or you can wait for 1 month, 2 months, 6 months, up to 3 years.
How it is? What's the procedure? I need any further document applying for a visa or just?
Okay, first of all, you need the FRC of the you have family. If you're married, you need the FRC from Nadra, as well as they also need the bank statement, which is a very huge bank statement. They have increased the bank statement last week. Okay. Previously it was 1,28,000 something, and now it's 1,37,000 and almost 500 krones. Yeah.
Oh, so it
is krones, Norwegian krone, 1,37,000 or almost 700 to 800 krones, which is almost equal to 42 lakh Pakistani.
2 lakh for single.
Yeah, for one person. If you're applying with a family, it may go up to 10 million family. So You need FRC, then you need the bank
statement.
statement, then you have to apply for visa. But before applying for visa, you have to take admission in any of the Norwegian university for Norwegian
Okay.
language, because Norwegian language
So
is
there's
compulsory to work
okay.
there in Norway. So you need to take the admission there, and the admission fee is equivalent to almost 12,000 krones for 2 courses. And that
So
these
it
are
is any other procedure for applying for a university? It's an online procedure and it's
it
difficult to
is, yeah,
apply.
no, it's not difficult to apply. There are a couple of
Okay.
universities that I've told them I might no, I don't remember the names exactly. It's Folke University and University of Oslo. I don't know, you can apply for University of Oslo from here or not, but the Folke University you can apply from here. And there are a couple of more universities where you can apply, and the fee is around for 2 courses is around 12,000 krones, 11,000, 12,000
Okay.
krones.
So we need all these documents.
Yeah.
I mean, okay.
Other than that, you will apply for visa. Visa fee is for Norway is 5,900 krones. That is equivalent to almost 1,80,000 PKR.
Okay. Okay.
And so these are the basic documents that you need. And the most important one document is missing. That is the resident permit. You also need the resident permit to apply for a visa for Norway. So these are the basic documents you need, and after that you can apply for.
Take to obtain a visa for Norway. So it's like as you mentioned, for work permit, it might be take 11 months for visa.
It basically depends on the visa handler, that how much time he takes. I have shockingly seen that people have gotten the visa within 1 day.
Okay, so you mean it's about a luck.
It's
If
about
you are
your luck, and
very
definitely.
fortunate.
But nowadays, most of the Pakistanis, there's a rush of people applying for Norway, so that's why they have increased the duration. So almost on an average, the duration that you will get the visa is around 11 months.
Okay.
Yeah, but you can get it in 1 month, 1 week, and even a single day.
Also
So it depends
same.
on the
You
luck.
mean same time for visa and document?
Yeah, it's almost the same time.
Confused about how exchange rate affect the amount required for applying procedure, as you have earlier mentioned that because of exchange rate, high dollar rate, there is so you should just mention a little bit how it affects.
Most of the Pakistani people, most of the pharmacy friends, I have talked with them, and we have discussed the Norway procedure, and we all wish that this procedure was in PKR, but unfortunately it is in Norwegian krone. And as you know, it just like it's US dollar. If the dollar is increased, US krone value is also increasing day by day, and that is why due to depreciation of our Pakistani rupee, although they're not increasing their fees, but automatically or due to depreciation of rupee, the amount that we need to apply for is continuously increasing. So if you talk about 2 years back, the rate of krone was equal to 18 rupees. 1 PKR, 1 Norwegian krone was equal to 18 PKR. Now it has increased up to 28 rupees.
Oh, this
So
is huge.
so if you, for example, I'm giving example, if you need 1 lakh rupee, 1 lakh Norwegian krone to apply, so 2 years back it was equal to 18 lakh. Now it's equal to 28 lakhs. So just an example. It is not the amount that I'm talking about. It's just the example. It is not the amount that you need. I'm just telling you, if 2 years back on the same amount of krones it was 18 lakh, now it is 28 lakh, and God knows if dollars increase further, it will be increased further.
God forbid. Applying right now, so overall amount required to apply for a normal process, like approximately, like, so you can just explain it, I mean, a little bit.
Okay, you want me to tell you in Pakistani rupees or in the krones?
Obviously in Pakistani rupees, I mean rupees.
If you break down, so you need 20,000 for rupees almost for attestation, for obviously for applying for work permit it's almost equal to 1,10,000. Then you apply to visa, the work permit, the bank statement. You have your own bank statement, then it's well and good. Almost if you sum up all the expenses including visa without ticket and without, as we haven't reached to that stage, the ticket and traveling, so until visa you almost need, if you talk about the krone,
No,
28 rupees.
I'm talking about all over how many amount I have in my account, so I need to apply, but the amount which is spent, not the amount like a bank statement is the amount which is stayed in my bank, but the amount which I spent on
Okay, from
attestation
stage 1 to the last stage until you land in Norway, you almost
Yes.
need, if you talk about the current rate, exchange rate, you almost need almost
Okay.
about 15 to 16 lakh rupees.
You are motivating me or you are demotivating me?
I'm not
I mean,
demotivating you. I'm just saying what is true, and this is the major reason most of the pharmacists have already applied for work permit, but they're not applying for visa because the amount due to depreciation of rupee is massively increased. So a couple of years back, when people only needed around 6 to 7 lakh, now they need more than 15 to 16 lakh rupees. So this is a huge concern.
What is the current salary for a pharmacist in Norway? So, after all, this is the mind of our discussion.
In Norway, I will tell you on an average. First of all, I have to tell you before this salary, it is very important to know that how can you become a pharmacist. So I think we'll make another video which will explain. Okay, the current salary of pharmacists in Norway that are working as a pharmacist, basically they are working as a receptor, but that are the prescriptionist. They are actually not the pharmacist. So they are working as a prescriptionist, and the basic salary is about 35,000 kronas. If you convert into PKR, convert it to it's almost equivalent to, it's more than 8 lakh per month. But the most important thing is that you have to pay the taxes, unlike Pakistan.
Okay, these are another topic for Norway. We will talk about this.
Oh, yeah.
This isn't just an informative topic. Like how many regulations have changed in Norway regarding tuition fees? Like up till now, Norwegian are not. I think we are not applying for education for free in Norway, right? In 1 year before, but right now we need to apply for university. So it is true we have to apply.
No, it's not true that the education is free there. There are a lot of opportunities for not only the pharmacists but other students as well. But for their procedure, you also need a lot of money. First of all, you must have a blocked account in which they need almost 40 to 50 lakh rupees as a blocked account for the students to study there. And I don't have much information, but I've heard that the education which was free previously for international students is now not free anymore.
So you mean basically regulations are changed and changing by,
regulations are changing by time, and you have to pay for your education.
So what is the procedure to work as a pharmacist in Norway? Like
as soon as you will land in Norway, first of all you have to do first of all it will take 1 to 2 weeks to complete your documentation. You have to take the SIM, you have to obtain a SIM card, you have to obtain must have your bank account, your ATM cards, your credit cards as well, and after completing those procedures for 1 to 2 weeks, then you are eligible to do any part-time job. Now for if you don't have the language, if you haven't don't have the language, if you haven't passed the language test, then definitely you are allowed less as compared to the people who have passed the language test. So you are only allowed 20 hours per week, and in month it is equal to 80 hours per month. Okay. So you can do any part-time job, any odd job.
And per day 4 hours, you mean?
No, it's not equivalent to 4 hours because you have to exclude the weekends as well.
Okay.
So it's not equivalent to 4 hours basically. So you just have to complete 20 hours in a week.
Okay.
So in there, so you will take admission in University of Oslo, or if you are very qualified, or if you are very intelligent, you can pass the examination. You can prepare for the language course by yourself, but you have to give the test, which and you have to pay the fee.
Then after test, I will be eligible.
Yeah, after you have completed there are 3 to 4 grades: A1, A2, B1, and B2. I think after B1 language course, you will be eligible to work as a receptor, which is the prescriptionist in Norway, and then you will get the job that I told you is equivalent to 35,000 rupees.
What are the procedure after odd jobs till becoming a pharmacist in Norway? I mean, how can I get odd jobs, and what kind of odd jobs are in there?
A friend of mine advised me something that really touched me, and when I asked him about the odd jobs, he said, no matter in which country you go, whether it's Europe, whether Norway, whether it's UK, it's America, Canada, Australia, or even in Pakistan, there are unlimited odd jobs. And from odd jobs you mean anything. You can work in a hotel, you can do food panda, you can do work in a store, or you can do any part-time job. But these are the odd jobs. After these odd jobs, as you have completed the language course, you have to you can apply in the chain pharmacies, because there are a lot of chain pharmacies, Boots pharmacies there, Apotek is there in Norway, and they are the chain pharmacies, basic pharmacies where most of the Pakistani pharmacies are working.
Salaries for intern, assistant pharmacist, and pharmacist position in Norway?
Obviously, the salaries vary. I told you that if you become a prescriptionist, it starts from the minimum salary is almost 35,000 kroner, and as your grade is increased, or you also become the manager of pharmacy. So so salaries are increased, and definitely if you have a master's degree as well, so that's why you might get the increase of 5,000 kroner as well. So master degree is an edge along with the pharmacy degree. So depending on the position, your salary grows.
Expensive for couples in Norway, and is there any government assistance available for a couple? Have you heard
I won't tell you anything that I haven't experienced, because I don't want to misguide people, but I will tell you on an average what are the expenses which I've discussed with my friends and which I have researched online. So as a couple, you almost need for everything, for 1 month expense, for food, for traveling, for everything, you need minimum of 30,000 kroner to survive.
In PKR, just describe in PKR, because
in PKR it's almost equal to 8 lakh.
You mean 8 lakh we have just required
for couples to live? Yeah, to live there, to pay the rents, to pay the bills for food.
And what about bank statement?
I have already told you the bank statement you need is almost double. For that you need a person working here as a single person. So it's almost equal to, in Pakistan it is almost equal to 1 crore.
So like in other country we can't sponsor our wife, we can't sponsor our family.
If you're sponsoring your family, definitely it will take. It is a longer procedure. So
okay, there is a procedure for sponsoring.
Yeah, there is a procedure, and that is a lengthy procedure for sponsoring your spouse. Okay. And for that, if you are working normally, you have to go to their embassies you know, for,
Okay.
and you have to upload show them all the documents, your work experience, where you are working, how much you are earning there, how can you support your family there, who is your family, how many people are you bringing in, or definitely you can only bring your children and your wife, you can't bring your parents to Norway, so they are not allowed.
No other procedure in any other countries too. Website procedure for applying to Norway. Is there any website? I mean, I just want to clear the people there. There's a website through which we
You
are
don't need
applying.
consultant, obviously you don't need any
Yes,
consultant.
we
There are a
don't
couple of
need any
websites,
consultant.
you need a couple of websites
Just
for the
mention
work
the
permit.
official website name.
Yeah, obviously you, for applying the work permit, you need altin.no,
Altin.no.
altinn.no, where you can apply for work permit, and all the basic information you need to work as a pharmacist is present there.
Altin.no.
Yeah, and the second website where you can apply for visa or any information relating to work permit, relating to visa or traveling, that is present in the website of UDI.
UDI. The second website you are mentioned is UDI.
That is
So
the official
please
website.
note down it, write it down.
And I think we will also mention it in the description.
Okay, I will do mention in description. Session, and it might be a last question from my side. How is permanent residency obtained and what is the amount required? I mean, this is the question you have earlier mentioned about permanent residency. So I want to know something more about it.
As I already mentioned, you must have your language test clear. You must pass the language. Then after you have cleared the language test and you start doing any job, it will take 3 years for you to apply for the permanent resident in Norway. So after you have completed the language test and you have applied for a job, and for example you got the job as a prescriptionist in Apotek or any other chain pharmacy, the day you get that job, then after exact 3 years you are eligible to apply for residency and permanent residency. And the amount, I'm not exactly sure how much amount is required, but I think one thing I missed there, that the amount of taxi that we have to give, and that is equal to 34% of your salary. So if you're earning 10 lakh rupees per month, you have to pay 3,40,000 taxes, and you will get 6,60,000 per month in your account.
So in favor of taxes, government must give us some relaxation.
Definitely, unlike Pakistan, where we are paying huge amount of taxes, we don't get much of the privileges. But in Norway, as you're paying the taxes, your taxes are safe with the government and they spend on you. So in return, you will get free health, free education for your children, and a lot of insurance as well, insurance of your car, insurance of your house, and there are a lot of multiple benefits that you'll get from this tax money. So obviously there's a lot of benefits.
Time to thank Mr. Najeeb for a great quiz session, and I think he gave him a very valid and authentic and complete information. So thank you, Mr. Najeeb. You are we are very thankful to you for giving us such a quiz session. And anything you want to mention at the end of this session, if you would like to, if you think I haven't mentioned the topic or something.
I think we have covered a lot of almost every question we have. I think we have covered almost every portion, and after listening to this video completely, they will obviously know almost 90% of the procedure. But still, if people have their question, they can mention in their comment section. So we will request them to mention their question in the comments. So we will not only make a video, more videos on this, but also we'll reply them if they have any query. And I will advise all the Pakistani pharmacists to take the chance, take this opportunity, and don't waste your time or don't waste your money here.
Especially right now, the condition of country.
As you have seen the condition of the country, the jobs. If you are good enough to, advise them personally as my brothers and sisters, if they are earning a stable income here, no matter how much money, even if they're earning 30,000, 40,000, 2 lakh, 5 lakh, if they have the stable income, then it is your country. We love our country, and definitely if you are comfortable here, then you must stay here. Definitely doesn't matter. But you are.
So I don't know, but in my mind, so how much salary you mean?
As I mentioned, it's not about the salary; it's about the stability. If you are earning
that's a very good point.
If you are earning a stable earning, no matter you're doing a business or a job or anything, then it's okay. But if you don't have any stable job, even though you are earning 5 lakh, I would suggest you, if you have gotten the opportunity to Norway, just move to Norway. Don't think that you are earning 5 lakh, 2 lakh. Just take this opportunity and move, because job stability is very important, especially in this country where unfortunately we don't have any health insurance, we don't have any opportunity to buy new cars because of the increased inflation. You can't even buy your own house unless you can do your hard work for you completely whole life. So if you have the stable earning here, definitely Pakistan, you can stay.
Because it's our country. Thank you so much, Mr. Najeeb, to come here with me.
And thank you so much for giving me this opportunity.
Okay, thank you. Okay, don't mention it. And thank you everyone for watching this video. Please subscribe my channel and please do like my channel and do share these information with your pharmacist brother, because the one thing I have always told you, we pharmacists need unity. We pharmacists need unity. So please subscribe my channel and do comments if you want to make more session about it, any other video related to pharmacists, do mention in the comments. I will make it. Thank you. Khuda Hafiz. Allah Hafiz. Take care.